Hold on, Ma. Hold on, Ma. Hello. Brady said Conglomerate introductory meeting. This is our first official Zoom. It is 5:09. Can y'all see that? It's actually 9 minutes after 5. And none of my group members are here. It's only 5 people right now, but I'm gonna use this time because this is pre-recorded and I will be putting this in this Discord to just still begin to start. And as they try to pop in late, I just let them come in. I want to talk about mindset first. The same reason why I'm here and I showed up on time and they paid $30 and they didn't. It's about mindset. If that fee was $3,000, they would have been here on time. And that's why mentorship and coaching is not free, because people have to be serious for their self. People have to want it for their self. People have to expect what they put in. If you showing up to a free informational, basically free because it's $30 for $1 million worth of game, people so clout chased. Like you rather chase some clout versus here's some stuff that's really gonna change your life. And that's what I mean by mindset. You have to have a mentality to become 6 and 7, 8-figure earner. You have to have a certain mentality. It's gonna be the difference between the person that's staying up at night and the person that's gonna constantly keep making excuses for, well, I'm doing all I could do. I did get her mentorship. Yeah, I did, but it started at 5. I made it at 5:30, but I know she gonna give us a replay, so whatever. I'm not missing out on nothing. It doesn't matter. Sometimes you have to be there because seeing is believing, and sometimes we miss the shots we don't take because we don't show up to take them. It comes down to that. It boils down to, how are you spending your time? How are you managing your time? How are you managing your budget? It's about mindset. You do not become 6 and 7-figure earner by thinking that you're doing all that it takes already. You can't possibly be doing enough. You couldn't have came out earlier. You couldn't have showed up more on time. It's a saying that say you gotta come 15 minutes early to be considered on time, because if you show up on time, you're already late. And that is just a soliloquy of being prepared. Coming early is being prepared. Just in case you might miss something, you was prepared. So that's what I want to start the Zoom off by saying. I am Jada Giovanni. I am your group lead, your host, serial entrepreneur. All of y'all at this point in the mentorship, because there's 5 of y'all, know who I am off of Instagram, but I'm going to just still state who I am for the record because this is pre-recorded. So even when my mentorship is 50, 60, 70, 80, 100 people I'm speaking into existence, this information is still going to be in our Discord under replays, so you guys can come back and visit it. Today is February 28th, and it's 5:12 p.m. 2022. I want everybody to use this Zoom on this platform as a reminder of where we've come when we get to where we're going. I started this mentorship because me and like most of y'all, if not all of y'all, didn't have a safe haven for where we could come and we could discuss jewels, gems with one another to elevate and excavate where we come from. I never had a group. I never had a group of friends. I never had a group of family that was talking to me about that was talking to me about scaling or credit or resources that I could do to set my life up for wealth. So, hence, that's how Ready Set Conglomerate was born. I am very passionate about this now because I feel like me and credit, me and leveraging, me in making something better out of my situation, me starting from the bottom, coming up, me getting it out the mud, all of that is over, and I pretty much got a B for all of that. So my mentorship, the purpose of this mentorship is for us to join a conglomerate, to be powerful together, to do some of the things that I know I can't do alone, together with y'all. Like I said on Instagram today, if you were watching my live, it was 300 people on my live. I said I had big goals for my mentorship group. Very, very big goals. And some of these goals I know I can't tackle alone. And I know some of y'all won't be able to tackle alone. So this is the place for it. This is where we're going to do it together. The insert for this group is starting a business is fun until you realize that you keep hitting your head going in circles and just can't seem to get to the next level. Most times we start our businesses with no coaching or guidance. None of us went to school. None of us got a business license or no business degree in how to run a business. And we seem to keep hitting our head and going in circles and plateauing because we don't have anything beyond the resources that we already started with. And that was just the fact that I don't want to be broke. I don't want to work for nobody. I want to start my own business. Instead of making somebody else rich, I'm going to work that hard to make myself rich like they did. And I'm going to develop systems to where I can run my business just like some of these Fortune 500 companies run their business. I'm going to use delegation and scalability to scale myself from a company, a small Black-owned business, to a major Fortune 500 company. That's the mentality for this group. So if this is not your interest, if you don't have a desire or drive and passion to do so, this is not the group for you. Ready Set Conglomerate is not for you. The inserts then goes into most times we start businesses with no coaching or guidance. Therefore, we miss all the loopholes and can't seem to develop a blueprint as we go. This group is the blueprint, y'all. This program is designed to condition your mind to transition from a business mindset, a small business mindset, to a company. In order to pass down generational wealth and break cycles, learning scalability, systems, and delegations is imperative. While learning the power of leverage, take your life to the next level, join the room with like-minded individuals. So it's time to be around. It's time to surround yourself with behaviors, people who want the same thing that you have. If you are with your friends that's popping pills and smoking weed and drinking all day, working on a job, just barely making it check to check, paycheck to paycheck, still struggling, still having overdraft fees, then it's inevitable that that's going to be the norm for you. But if you rubbing elbows with people who are establishing a DUNS number, getting business credit, getting funding, stretching what they have, putting their money in different investment accounts that's growing it for them, making their money make money for them, you're going to start scratching your head like, well, shit, what am I doing wrong? Why I can't seem to get to the next level? What is this? What's the difference between me and this person? So that's what Ready Set Conglomerate is. I was going to share my screen, but ain't nobody on here to share the screen. And this introductory might not be as motivating as it would have been because I'm feeding off of you guys' energy with this. Yes, I have big goals for this group. Yes, I feel very passionate about showing people how to leverage, but I'm already doing that for myself. I don't need a million people to already know that I'm going to be successful. I'm trying to bring people along the way with me because I know that it's a driving force and it's such a need for our people and our culture to know these resources. And I want to point out one thing. It's 2022, but 6 months ago, a year into the pandemic, it was not. It was not teaching people how to leverage and teaching people how to benefit from a pandemic and teaching people how to become wealthy was not the culture. It was not the fad to do. So take advantage of that for sure, because who knows how long I'm going to host this platform. I mean, I'm already about to get funded. My business startups are already on the way. My credit scores are already good and well established, and I pretty much already have a solid blueprint on what I want to do. So who knows how long I'll have time to host a platform like this. If it's lucrative, then for sure I can make time because I'm setting up my 7 streams of income, but I'm feeding off of you guys' energy. This is not my job. I'm not a credit guru. I am not a financial literacy coach. I just have a passion for learning new things, and knowledge is power. And I already understand that now. It's not powerful for me to be on Instagram now on hours a day. I talked about that on live today too. Y'all scroll past $1 million worth of game, $1 billion worth of game to watch influencers twerk or to look at stuff on the shade room. And these people make millions of dollars from posting. Shade room charges $10,000 per post. So I mentioned that if I was charging $10,000 per post, I would be posting every second too, hoping that people are tuned into my platform. People are tuned in, and that's why they can charge $10,000 a post. So me, I'm gonna start thinking, well, damn, how can I be in some way affiliated with the Shade Room, or get me a post on the Shade Room, or get to a point where I can be charging just as much as the Shade Room, because that's the businesswoman, that's the entrepreneur in me, and that gotta already be in you, not on you. So the group will develop as my platform develops. Y'all just want to I'm not about to get up here and convince y'all that I can help you make money and help you make credit cards and help you do all of this. Credit is something I don't have to market. You dumb if you feel like you don't need credit to sell. You dumb if you think you don't need credit in your life. If you think you could cash out on everything. That's the small mindset. That's the mom and pop's basement, small time forever mindset. That's not how you gonna get to being a 7-figure, 8-figure, 9-figure, 10-figure earner. And a lot of people can't even see that for themselves because they think so small. They think so small that they feel like they're obsolete from that. And that doesn't pertain to them. This information doesn't pertain to me. And that's why you're gonna continue to work on a job. You're gonna continue to live paycheck to paycheck. You make $15 an hour. I can calculate how much you're gonna make for the year. And that's why you're going to stay in the same situation that you're in and be struggling forever, because you haven't put it in your mind that you can do better. It's all a mindset. You literally can manifest anything. You could take steps towards that. If I told y'all right now that you could figure out your number that was required to live on a daily, weekly, monthly, annually, and you could set up different ways and different hustles and different systems where you could hit that number. So now you can substitute your job. That's powerful in itself. That's showing you how to plan your exit to financial freedom. But you have to want to do it for yourself, because I'm not going to sign your checks for you. I'm not going to pay your bills for you. That's kind of something that you have to do for yourself. So you got to get around people that's going to motivate you. You have to. I had to do it. I'm doing it. I'm isolating myself from different certain groups, friends, family members, all of that are not conducive to me, to where I'm going. Understand, Beyonce don't hang around everybody. Jay-Z, Oprah, they don't hang around everybody. They not all in everybody's space. They in their own space. They in their own time. So I want to talk a little bit about the course outline that I put in Discord under class schedule. Hold on, let me pull it up. Because you all should have got upon purchasing the course, The $30 a month membership is what it is right now, so the price does go up. But I mentioned that if I am who I say I am, if this course is as powerful as it's gonna be, $30 a month, you're not gonna miss that. Even $500 a month, $1,000 a month, where we're going in this mentorship, you're not gonna miss that. So upon signing up, you should have got an email from LaunchPass. That is our server. They're going to be monitoring, your monthly payments, your monthly subscriptions. If you're basically your attendance in the group, and they send you out an activation code. With the activation code, you go to Discord and you look for the tab that says LaunchPass, and then you put that activation code in, and then your membership is like activated and tracked. So most of you guys have done that. That's how you're accessing this replay. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Welcome to being a future millionaire, because that is the mindset and the mentality that I'm going to bestow upon y'all. I'm going to push y'all. I'm going to encourage y'all. Like I was saying, I'm going to introduce myself for the people who don't know me or who are just coming to my page or platform and getting familiar with me. I'm Jada Giovanni. I'm 28 years old, a single mother from Detroit, Michigan. I was a hairstylist for 14 years. I always did hair. I got my salon in 2014, and I currently still have it. It's been closed for a year during the whole pandemic because I've been rewriting my blueprint. I have been setting myself up to be a 7-figure earner. I've already been a 6-figure earner for the last 5 years for myself. I've always worked for myself. I've always been an entrepreneur. I think I only had 2 jobs before, one at McDonald's, one at Quicken Loans. I had another job because I went to college at Eastern Michigan University, and I lived on campus, and I had a few jobs at like a mall out there, like the Apple Store and Land's End. That's actually Sears. And even though I only worked for somebody else for about 2 to 3 years out of my life, that was enough time for me to know that I didn't want to work for another motherfucker a day in my life. I don't give a fuck. I'm not rushing to nobody's job for $5 an hour. Not really $5 an hour, but I'm not doing it. I am brilliant. I am a genius for what I know, especially now. And it's too many ways to get to the bag. I do not have to do that. I feel like that's slave labor. And it is. So I knew very well from working them jobs that I didn't want to work for myself. I opened my salon in 2014. I had a bunch of stylists and I had other people working there just for booth rent. That wasn't good enough. Booth rent is literally 12 months of standard pay if your salon is capacity, meaning you have all the people that can possibly work there and you utilize every bit of space in the salon and you making money from it. I knew that wasn't enough. So then I housed my own salon, was the only stylist there for since a year ago from 2014. Actually since like 2016, because when I first opened in 2014, I had stylists and stuff that didn't work out because I didn't have systems in place. I didn't have opportunities for them to grow in the company, and it was problems. We had conflict because of that. But now, and so fast forward 2016, I was working there by myself, pretty much just being the head stylist, the only one, my assistant, my co-assistant, my executive manager, my CEO, everything. I wore all the hats in my company. And I knew that wasn't a way to scale either, because literally, we're going to get into that in 1 second. But after doing that and just feeling like going back in circles and circles, selling hair, doing hair, not having a staff to really scale to really have that scalability that I dreamed of, I kept hitting roadblocks. I done had billboards before. I done had extremely high demand from working with celebrities and being flown out to do people hair and the likes of Megan Good and everything. Like, I've had it pretty much all. I've had Instagram success with being viral. I've had all of that. And I feel like I was not able to take complete advantage of that because I did not have systems in place. I did not have the mindset. I did not have the master of mind that I have now to really know what to do with that level of success and being sought after like that and that level of demand and how to capitalize on that. So this is what this course is for. This is for emerging entrepreneurs who want to know some of the loopholes to a blueprint, to a bulletproof system because there is ways. There are wealth secrets. It is a secret society. Trust me, when people are owning these car dealerships, these hospitals, these big companies that's really making millions of dollars and making $50,000, $100,000 monthly, they have secrets. They have laws that they abide by. Don't think that they just looked up and God is just blessing them more. No, it's willpower, it's discipline that goes behind that. And that's what we're learning in this group, in this conglomerate. And we about to make $1,000,000 plays, like literally. I got the sauce. I got the blueprint. Like I got the coaches. I got the investment. I got the drive. I got the power. I got the mindset. I have made investments in myself and I'm still learning. You can never stop being a student. I literally was just talking to my guy about how I wanted to start another mentorship with somebody else. Because now that I'm going in a direction where I'm doing teachables and I'm doing courses and I'm doing a mentorship and I'm having a community behind my products, I need guidance. I've never done that before, so I need research. I stopped going to school at the high school after dropping out of college in my senior, sophomore year, junior year of college. I stopped learning by just laboring every day. Yeah, I was making money, but a lot of times we have to have the mindset when we get money because we can go broke again. If you have money and you don't know what you're going to do with it, you can go broke again. If you finally get some cushion money and you use it to pay all your bills, how are you going to fuel an investment to have a ROI, return of investment, to bring that cash flow back in? This is the stuff that your coach and that your mentor is going to educate you on the fact thereof. You need to be prepared for the hiccups as they come. It's something called growing pains. It's a real clause. It's a real thing in business. When a business is growing faster than it's actually learning, and it's not able to benefit and capitalize off of the success that it could be because they didn't have the right direction. Do not think these millionaires do not have genius and brilliant CPAs and coaches, excuse me, that are in their ear, that are teaching them how to grow, how to succeed, how to learn from mistakes that they already made so you don't have to make those. That's why we pay for coaching. Because a person can buy you so much time and loss because of what they experienced, and you don't have to experience no more because I'm going to directly coach you through a lot of the stuff that I've been, and I'm very credible. Because a lot of y'all haven't superseded where I'm at, and I don't feel like I'm even nowhere near close to where I want to be. And that's a lot right there. And if you have, and if you feel like I can't offer you nothing, I have the resources of where you need to be. I know people. I know things. So it's a lot to be done. It's a lot to be done, even on my behalf. Like, I'm still learning. I'm still growing. A lot of the stuff that I'm learning and getting coached on now is still things that I have to clean up in my business. For example, I just told y'all that I was in a business for myself since 2014. I just now got all of my entities highly structured on paper as far as business address, business phone number, a website, a one-page landing site to be credible to lenders on paper. I had my business address set up to my personal home address. And that's all public information that can be Googled. And no Fortune 500 company is going to go through that. But that's just because I didn't have resources. I wasn't educated when I started my business in 2014. I didn't have CPAs and accountants and stuff like that. I wasn't making the money to be able to pay for that right up front. And I was possibly making the money, but just because I didn't know no better, I didn't think that that was a priority when that should have been the first priority. That should have been the first priority. Me not feeling like I need to run my business off of my savings account and spend my kids' investment fund and my cushion money and my savings. That should have been the first priority so I could keep having that and I can liquidate other people's money. So we have to stop thinking that we're not good enough because we Black, because we come from the hood, because we come from poverty, we don't come from rich family. We got to stop thinking we're not good enough to get that extra push that we need to excel from the beginning. Stop thinking you're not Ivy League. Stop thinking that you are not. Stop thinking that you're not good enough. Bottom line, you are good enough to build yourself up big enough. Your ideas are good. Your ideas are worthy. Your ideas are lucrative. You can do it. Like, a lot of y'all parents wasn't telling y'all that. Mine wasn't. And you got to know that for yourself, especially when you're a business owner, because it's not going to always be pretty. It is not a walk in the park, and it's not easy. It's not easy, but you can't give up. You can't go. At the point that I'm at now, I can't go start working for Delta. I like money too much. I like success too much. My livelihood, my living costs are too much to go work there. I'm going to be spending more than I make. And I understand that now. So I got to go out and get better for myself. And if I don't know how to get better for myself, I got to pay somebody to show me. I got to do my research. I got to do market research, and I got to pay somebody to show me. And I'm the type of person, I like to learn about I like to learn everything that it is to learn about something new I'm willing to try. I'm vested in. I'm empowered by it. Like, I can't think, sleep, breathe, or eat or sleep. And that's kind of how it is being an entrepreneur. Like, it's no cutoff time. You literally can be playing with your baby and thinking about, okay, what I'm going to do. I can't wait. I'm excited about this new launch. I'm excited about this new product. I can't wait till everybody see it and know their reaction and stuff like that. So if you're an entrepreneur, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It'd be times where we don't even have time to play with our kids because we thinking about this, and you have to remind yourself, girl, play with your baby, because you got to live in the moment. But it's hard to live in the moment when you're trying to get to the next level. But what is something that we're all interested in gaining? It's capital. It's success. It's fruits of our labor, our hard labor, because we do put countless hours into our work. So this is what the group is made to remind you of. And to do it for your family. To do it to put your family in a better position. I don't want my son to have to get it out the mud. I don't want him to have to work. I don't want him to have to go to college. I don't want him to feel like he got to depend on no woman, no man, no nothing. I want to be able to really have a solid business plan printed out for him, tactics for him to go by. Son, as long as you do this, A, B, C, and D, mama already took care of all the rest. That's how I want to lead the foundation for my kids. And that's how Microsoft did it. That's how Apple did it. That's how a lot of these millionaire companies are going to do it. They're not going to let their kids who don't got no training, no good upbringing, no guidance and coaching, don't got no experience or knowledge when it comes down to money, wealth, and success, run what they've built up over all of this time. Bye, baby. They're not going to let their kids destroy what they built over all this time, because it's set in stone. It's set in stone. I know I don't got the time to teach my baby and show him and make him labor and learn and get it out the mud like I did. So I'm going to have his shit set in stone for him. He will not have to get it out the mud. He is going to be a trust fund baby. His kids going to be trust fund babies. So now you don't got you don't got the weight of the world on your shoulders. You don't gotta go out here and do something you don't really want to do to make a little bit of money. I'm gonna show you what money is, how to get it, and how to keep it, and how to maintain it. Because it's something about when you get it and how to maintain it. One of my coaches was talking on live, and I was tuned in today, and he was saying, like, he said he asked everybody, what would you do if you had $1 million? And he just wanted to see everybody answer. And we're gonna finish exactly at 6. And when I get a little bit more momentum from my group, then we'll touch on some deeper issues. But you gotta show initiative. It's kind of like, I'm gonna put out and you gotta put back in. I'm feeding off of y'all. I'm feeding off of this. And when I get some more highly motivated individuals, then we'll break bread even more. But he literally asked everybody on live, what would you do if I gave you $1 million today? And I'm gonna ask y'all that. What would you do if I gave you $1 million today? I want y'all to think about that for a second. Most people said they would buy land. Most people said they'd buy land. To do what? I gave you $1 million. You're going to spend $300,000, $400,000, $500,000, half of it on land to do what? How are you going to make the $1 million not run out? What are you going to do? A lot of people are going to go buy purses and bags and shoes and things that they can't afford to make themselves feel good first. I know, because I've done it. A lot of people are going to buy things that depreciates in value as soon as they buy it, instantly after they buy it. Cars, houses, things like that. Hello? A lot of people are going to buy a lot of liabilities instead of assets that can bring them cash flow. And that's literally how you go broke and spend more money than you make. You only made $1 million, but yet you bought $1 million in expenses if you had to maintain them for the next 20 years. So you got to ask yourself that. And that's why you see a lot of people when they come into large lump sums of cash and they don't know how to liquidate it to fund their future. Because they don't have the resources. They don't have the knowledge, and knowledge is power. A lot of times people think that people are not giving you nothing of value because they're not giving you paper money in your hand. And sometimes knowing stuff is more powerful than having that money. Because now knowing this, I don't need money no more. With the stuff that I know, I don't need money no more. If you think about it, we really don't need money. We don't really need paper money to sit there and look at it. Yeah, it's pretty and you like to look at it, you like to count it, but we really don't need paper money. We really don't need paper money. A lot of people so clouded out, you show them a little bit of money. Nah, they loving you. They loving you. But this ain't nothing. This is not nothing. This is not nothing. Once you pay your bills with this, it's done. It's done. I'm trying to show y'all how to never need a need for this no more. How can I never need for this no more? I'm always going to have bills. I'm going to have bills every day. How are you going to need for that? How do you substitute? How do you subsidize your life to where you don't need money no more? You let all your money work for you to bring you back money. So now you got unlimited cash flow. Now you have unlimited cash flow. Now you have leverage because that same amount of money that you have, you were able to double it with assets and financial alternatives that mean more than just having that amount of money. Because cash literally holds no value. After you go and spend it, it's gone. It's like you never even had it. That is what my conglomerate is set up on doing. It's a huge need for that, especially in the Black community. It's a huge need for that because we are the biggest consumers. It's tax time right now. It's tax time right now. And a lot of people wait all year for this time of the year. And they broke in 30 days. Yeah, I got caught up with my bills. I wait till next tax time. And I'm trying to destroy that mentality. I'm trying to destroy that mentality. It's not going to be easy and it's not going to be an overnight thing. It's nobody on this live and they all pay me their money. I can't make them show up. I can't make them get Zoom on their phone. And you could literally be on this line right now from your phone. So it's really no excuse. But you gotta want that. When a person starts flashing money in your face and showing you, oh, I bought a Tesla, I bought a Wraith, I bought a Bentley, I bought Gucci, Louis, this, all that. Now you want to be like that person. But you don't want to be like the person that can show you how to make that without even that hurting you. Because a lot of people are buying that stuff and it's hurting them because they in debt. They owe student loans and they paying thousands of interest, but they don't realize it because they're not really assetting and calculating their finances. And they in the red. And they might not be in the red today, but in 5-10 years from now, 3-4 years from now, next year, they're going to be in the red. And it's going to be hard to keep up with some of that stuff. And they're going to get to liquidating those things that are not assets. And it's not an asset because after you buy it, it's not a gain for you. It's not making you money after it's bought. Throughout this course, we are going to be talking about funneling things, growing investments that you can park your money in to make money for you. Stuff is not overnight. Some of y'all have been tearing up y'all credit for your whole life. So it's not going to be overnight. And some of y'all don't have no money to work with right now. So you literally need to learn how to make money, get money, and keep money. That's a lot. That's a lot. And you might not have a mindset. So now you have to be inspired, motivated, and moved. That's going to be a lot. You have to want to do a lot. And it sounds exhausting for most. And some people are going to be deterred from just simply that because you don't like to do the work. You want to make somebody else do the work for you, but you don't even want to pay them to do it. You got caviar taste with cat food money. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to be nothing but brutally honest. I'm not going to babysit or hold nobody's hand. Everybody who is in this membership is 18 and over. It ain't no babies here. So my approach has to be a little bit different. I cannot be very, very easy on people because I will talk and get exhausted till I'm blue in the face. I can want you to have better all you want, but you have to want it for yourself. And the price is going up. I think after I'm done with this live, it's literally going to be 15 more minutes. I usually would have went over the time because it would have just been pouring out. It would have just been pouring out. Y'all would have been on here. Questions would have been coming in. We could have literally went all night. But I'm literally going to increase the price of my membership to $50 after this Zoom because this information is very time sensitive and very sensitive to the topic, the fact thereof. And people have to take advantage of that. We miss 100%. We miss 100% of the shots we don't take. So keep that in mind. You don't see too many people that are invested in the knowledge like I am, that are invested in their future like I am, doing things like this. Take advantage, guys. Because when I started my business in 2014, I had a group of friends and they was all business owners and none of them was confident enough in educating me on credit. None of them was confident enough in showing me how to be just as good as them or better than them, or us all doing something together to be better and greater than ourselves. So recognize a salesman. Recognize somebody that's just so salesy that just wants you to buy into them. I'm not making $1 million by charging people $30 for information that they didn't learn, that they should have known anyway, that their parents should have taught them. No. Just like free game from school. We went to school for kindergarten, preschool, all the way to 12th grade. That was considered free game. Because if you live in the United States of America, it's free to go to school. But that didn't teach us shit. The shit that they gave us for free didn't teach us nothing. So that goes to show you right there. If you're going to learn something of value, you're going to pay. Because it's $40,000 a year to go to college. And if you don't make the right plays in college, you still ain't learning shit. You still ain't learning shit. There's people who got 4-year degrees, 6-year degrees, and still making less than what I make with none. Take advantage of the time. We living in the 21st century where people can make $1 million overnight. People can make $1 million in minutes. And we live in the United States. You can't do that in a lot of other countries. And that itself should be scary for a lot of people because nothing should be taken for granted just for the simple fact of that. But we still see people making it rain in the strip club. They don't even got life insurance just to look powerful amongst people who don't have life insurance either. It's a mindset. Most people want to be popular. Most people want to be chosen. Most people want to feel like they bigger than what they are instead of actually being that. It's a mindset. I don't care about looking rich to nobody that's broke. Because somebody who really got money know if you really land like that. You got to be in competition with yourself. You got to be in competition with yourself. So that is a little preaching for y'all. Hold on. One of the group members actually texting me right now. So, yes, that's one of the group members actually trying to say that they are here. I literally don't have no participants. Nobody waiting to join the room or nothing. So he can say that. It's about being present with yourself. It's about not making excuses. You're really not cheating nobody but yourself. It's about not making excuses for yourself because you're really not cheating nobody but yourself. Let me see. Let me see. He's saying that he haven't been in since, it's been saying this since 5:10, and I know that's a lie. So, I mean, at this point, he'll just see it in Discord because I am putting this in Discord. I don't have a person waiting in the room. It should say join meeting. I started on time. Like it say sign in. So yeah. I don't feel bad. It'll be in the Discord under replays. The first, I'm gonna share my screen now. Okay, so in Discord under, and this is how you get around Discord. Here's Launchpad, like I was saying. We got about 8 minutes left. It's 5:52. Everybody should be putting their activation code here. Everyone use your activation code sent to the email and then put it here. These are the terms and conditions for the group. You can click on it. Oops. These are the terms and the conditions. You can click on them. Why is it not going? Oh, it's right here. These are all the terms and the conditions of the group. Our privacy policy, letting you guys know that all of this information is confidential, not to share any of our replays. Everything is copyrighted. And my business is really certified. I will sue you guys. This is the member portal. You can just check. This is just telling you little announcements and stuff like that. This is general. So I put all of the questionnaire in here, what I need to know from you guys, your full name, your IG handle, your primary cell phone, occupation, self goals, company goals, and I want thought out answers. So far, people have been sending me their self goals and just saying, like, I want to make more money in business. No, what are your goals? I want to be funded up to $1 million, $100,000 in business. I want to work on my credit. I want to liquidate my money from using my money to other people's money. I want to see myself opening my first store, my brick and mortar. Like, be specific with that. I don't want to have to get these answers out of y'all. What are your company goals? What's your business name? What's your business social media? List all of the available free time you have. This is so that I can get an understanding of your schedule and when we have to do our coaching calls. Because with the mentorship you are entitled to weekly and monthly coaching calls. Describe your credit: poor, fair, good, or excellent. Do you have a Duns and Bradstreet number? If yes, what is your payday score? Get those back to me as soon as possible upon your sign up. This is the replay tab. This is where I'll have all the replays dated. In the topic, I will put this one in here under this one after today. These are the group rules. It's a new group, so I am going to be adding rules as we go through things. This is the class schedule. So this was this first group meeting, introductory meeting today, and all the ones going forward will be in here. This is our calendar for February. So we're ending out February today. And this will be, oops, I'm sorry. We're ending out February today, and this will be our go-to calendar for March. The first week of March, we will be working on structure, visibility. On the second week, structure is basically having your business set up the right way, knowing what plans you have for your business, making sure if you're a sole proprietor, LLC, that's set up the right way on paper. You got a virtual address, you got your business address set up, your EIN, your LLC, your corporation fees are being paid. We're working on that structuring our businesses properly, because it is a right and wrong way to do so. The second week of March, we're working on visibility. So getting our company listed online. The third week, we're working on branding, what our brand looks like, what our customers look like, how to go out and go after those customers, because you do not find a target audience, you build a target audience. Marketing and how we can grow on marketing ourselves. Understand that all these fundamentals have to be in place before you can start making 6 and 7 figures. You can start making 6 and 7 figures because some of us are seeing 6 and 7 figures. We spending that. We know how much our bills is costing us on a monthly. We going through that money, but since we don't know where it's going and where it's coming from, we can't see that we're making that money. So we don't know where we can save and where we can pull back at. And for April and May, June, we working on startup plans, startup business plans, real solid 30-page physical business plans. So we can go after some of that startup funding to scale our businesses the right way. Because I'm not going to teach y'all how I learned with trial and error. I'm going to show y'all how to immediately go and scale your business to a company. Don't start like I did, bumping your head, going broke, overdrafting your account, and keep going in circles and not getting to the next level. Don't start by wearing all the hats in your business and being your assistant, your executive manager, your executive assistant, your CEO, your founder, your website developer, your marketer, your graphic designer, your social media rep, your HR person. Don't start like that. That's the quickest way to fail and the quickest way to exhaust yourself to where you don't want to do it and you want to go back and get a 9-to-5, because you're going to be looking for that structure that a 9-to-5 can give you when you can really build that in your own brand, in your own business. Study hall. this will be where we go and just motivate each other, encourage each other. Like I already started dropping some gems in here already. I don't know how many people so far that's in the group have read them or listened to them. Um, yeah, and then I'll add more tabs as I go. And right over here, these are the other groups that I'm in. And I'm gonna continue to grow that list because, like I said, you can never stop learning. Even the smartest people, the richest people, are learning things on a daily basis, but at the same time, they're wanting to learn those things. So thank y'all. I love y'all. Thank y'all for supporting my dream, my platform. Let's get this money. Let's stop making excuses. Let's stop being okay with the bare minimum. Let's stop settling for average. I want to be better than average, okay? So I'll see y'all in the next Zoom. I will put this in the replays. Give me until maybe tomorrow or 48 hours to put this in the replays, because on the 1st, we are literally doing homework on this. I want everybody to do this homework. And we're working on this the first week of March. We're working on structure. I need y'all to print out y'all EIN number if y'all already don't got that EIN paper that the IRS gives you when they generate your EIN for the first time. We need to know what address and what type of entity you formed when you formed that EIN, whether it was a sole proprietorship, a single member LLC, whatever it was, a corporation. We need to know that we are establishing our business on paper. So people who don't have business bank accounts, DUNS numbers, all of that. That's what we're working on the first week of March. So we're going to start by just obtaining our EIN number. If you haven't already done so, if you don't have an EIN number, I do offer those services of registering your business for you. I will put my link in the class schedule. I'll also put it in general and study hall just so y'all can have it. And if you are already following the Instagram page, which you guys should already be following the Instagram page, Ready Set Conglomerate, it is in the link in the bio. And I want you guys also a part of your homework to follow us on Facebook at Ready Set Conglomerate, because that's where we're going to actually be going, motivating each other. Once we start applying for credit cards and funding and stuff like that, that's where you can actually go and get insight from your other group members. And so we can unite there. Understand that this information and this content is not for everybody, and it will not just be broadcasted on Instagram and Facebook. So you need to join the covenant to get the certain gems. It's not for everybody, it's for the group members. So thank you guys so much. It was fun. It's nowhere I would have been for the last hour. I'm glad that I got this introductory video out. I'm keeping up with my end of the bargain. I'm sticking to it. I started this Zoom at 5:40. I was here 20 minutes early, and I stayed for the full hour, and I'm proud of that. So thank you to me, your host, your coach, Jada Giovanni. I will see you guys in the next Zoom, and this is going to be in the replays tab. Peace. So stop share.